And when she looked, she saw her 5-year-old son, Eric, looking through the window. He just kind of got up in the dashboard just looking, you know? And she just knew this could not be happening. And all she knew to do was pray. And right before it hit that truck, it stopped, like suddenly in a ditch, just stopped right before it became fatal. And she went and grabbed her babies, and she looked at her 5-year-old son and said, "Were you scared?" She said, "I was scared until that man got in the seat and started driving." I believe somebody here know that God's got angels.
Get your copy today by visiting the Mount Zion bookstore after each service, or visit our online bookstore at mountzionNashville.org.
Save the date for the Covenant Matters Marriage Ministry Marriage Conference titled Protect This House. If you're seriously dating, engaged, or married, this conference is for you. Join us at our OHB location on Friday, February 19th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and on February 20th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Doors open at 8 a.m. Free childcare will be available during the marriage conference, but registration is required. For more information, please email marriageministry@mountzionNashville.org.
Have you started your New Year's resolution to get back into the Word of God? Are you having trouble studying the Bible? Do you have a yearning for the deeper things of God? Discipleship Institute is back, this year offering an opportunity to grow spiritually. New this year, classes are available online. Take these courses at your own pace and when it's convenient for your schedule. To learn more about Discipleship Institute's upcoming classes and how to take online courses, visit mtzionnashville.org today.
Mount Zion, join us immediately following service next Sunday, January 21st for free blood pressure screenings. No sign-up required. Simply proceed to the stations in the atrium following service. Let's take the first step in being aware and in control of our health. Attention all men. Join us for the Momentum Men service on Monday, February 29th at 7 p.m. at our OHB location, featuring Maury Davis Sr., pastor of Cornerstone Church in Nashville, Tennessee. This is a men's service you don't want to miss. Calling all women. Join us for our women's breakfast, Love, Listen, and Laugh, Saturday, February 27th at Ryan's in Rivergate beginning at 8 a.m. Come out for a morning of fellowship as we gather to love, listen, and laugh.
I was extremely worried about breast cancer. I was not worried about heart disease. Heart disease wasn't even on the radar. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm 36 years old and I just got smacked with my mortality. It's a difficult pain to describe. People talk about that crushing feeling, like an elephant sitting on your chest, but it's so unfamiliar, it doesn't make sense. It's a pain I've never felt before and I don't want to ever feel again. I smoked, I didn't get good sleep, I wasn't really exercising, I didn't really eat well. Stress like 120% all day long. It was all sort of an afterthought because really my main thing was my career. The heart attack stopped me dead in my tracks. It's like the gig's up. You live in fear. You don't know which day will be your last. It was baby steps over hurdles every single day to live normal again. The first time I walked a block, I was so afraid. Women just need to wake up. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. I know when women are listening to this, they're like, okay, yeah, sure. They need to know their numbers. They need to know their cholesterol. They need to know their history. They need to know their BMI. They need to watch their stress. I can remember laying in the hospital saying, I have got to do something about this. So I took my story to the airwaves. If what I've been through helps another woman see the light, then it makes it worth it. This is your mother, this is your grandmother, this is your sister, this is your daughter. To know that there are studies now underway gives me great relief. Somebody out there is looking. That's what matters most. Red dress to me means I'm not alone, and I've never been alone. And I want other women to know that they're not alone, because that red dress means we're all here and we are fighting and we're gonna tackle this.
Each day, across the world, children walk. 300 million of these children walk without shoes. Without access to shoes, their safety is threatened daily. Walking barefoot puts our bodies at major risk of contracting life-threatening illnesses caused by parasites, such as hookworm and threadworm. Just a walk to get water for their family can be deadly. Without shoes, many of the world's children will never be allowed to walk through the doors of a school and therefore may never escape the cycle of poverty. These children have walked without shoes until now.
We want to encourage you to join us in this initiative.
Bring shoes from now until Sunday, February 28th, and place them in the bins in the atrium before or after service.
Clean out your closet, Mount Zion. The shoes you donate can be new or used. Let's step up to the plate and help those in need. Give shoes, give love.
Financial peace. We all want it. For a while, I didn't have it. 20 years ago, I hit rock bottom. I lost just about everything. I turned to God for help, and I learned how to handle money His way. As you can imagine, it worked. That's why I started Financial Peace University, because God's ways work. Whether you're in over your head or you're doing okay right now, if you bring home $10,000 or $10 million, if you're 21 or 61, we all need a plan. Millions of people have been through Financial Peace University. They have success stories of their own. They've learned how to get rid of debt, prepare for generations to come, and give like crazy. Your success story, your financial peace is up to you. Now is your time. It's time to take control of your money. It's time to get ready for what God has for you. It's time for financial peace.
Sojourner Truth was born around 1797 in Ulster County, New York. Originally named Isabella Baumfree, Truth was sold at 11 years old along with a flock of sheep for $100.
Sojourner Truth wrote about her life as a child in slavery, and she talked about experiencing sexual abuse and continued beatings and whippings by her slave owner.
Truth fled her master in 1826, 1 year before the abolition of slavery in New York, and eventually became a freed slave.
After Truth became a free woman, she had the courage to go to court to challenge the legality of her son being sold into slavery. She was successful against so many odds, which is what makes that court case so amazing.
Inspired by religion, she changed her name to Sojourner Truth in 1843. The following year, she joined forces with abolitionists such as Frederick Douglass and William Lloyd Garrison.
Sojourner Truth became a traveling preacher, but also she was an early women's rights advocate, and so she spoke very forcefully for that as well.
In 1850, she published her memoirs, and the following year, Truth delivered her famous speech at the Ohio Women's Rights Convention.
The speech was later retitled, Ain't I a Woman? And it was so powerful in part because it talked about the equality of work that was executed by black people in general, that people who were free and unfree worked just as hard whether they were men or women.
Following the outbreak of the Civil War, Truth recruited troops for the Union Army and met with President Lincoln in 1864, who gave her permission to become a counselor at Freedman's Village.
Sojourner Truth made a singular contribution during the Civil War. She agitated for black people to be able to fight for their own freedom.
Truth continued to campaign for abolition and women's rights until her death on November 26, 1883. In 2009, a statue of Sojourner Truth was unveiled at the U.S. Capitol, commemorating her legacy.
Sojourner Truth was one of the gutsiest women in American history, black or white.
For more information on today's announcements, please visit mtzionnashville.org.